You spend 3 hours perfecting a cut crease, photograph it, and post it. An inquiry lands in your inbox, you reply with your rates, and then silence. The booking is gone. Artists often assume they lose these inquiries to cheaper or more talented competitors. The actual failure occurs because of unrecognized psychological and physical friction. There is a massive gap between the creative artistry the makeup artist sells and the risk reduction the bride actually buys. This video is a postmortem on 4 precise points of failure where a bridal booking is lost long before the artist realizes an error has occurred. A grid optimized to impress other makeup artists, packed with heavy contour and editorial styling, fails to convert bridal consumers. The bridal client carries a core psychological fear. She is terrified of looking like a stranger in her own wedding photographs. Dramatic, heavy contour editorial work signals unpredictability and risk to a bride. She sees high skill, but she also sees a version of herself she doesn't recognize. Proving you enhance natural features requires side-by-side before and after imagery. This provides visual evidence that you respect the client's existing facial structure. These images must feature full faces in professional contextual lighting. Tightly cropped ring light selfies obscure how the makeup actually interacts with the environment. Displaying a wide spectrum of skin tones, from deep to fair, is a strict operational requirement. If a client does not see their specific skin tone represented, they assume chemical incompatibility and abandon the inquiry immediately. A converting portfolio provides maximum predictability and safety for the client's specific face. It is a proof of reliability, not just artistic range. Makeup reads differently to the naked eye in natural light than it does when captured by high-intensity flash and HD sensors. The primary chemical failure involves active SPF ingredients hidden in foundations and primers. Physical sunblocks, specifically titanium dioxide and zinc oxide, are engineered to deflect light. This light deflection creates the flashback effect. The camera registers a stark white or ashy cast on the face that does not match the natural exposure of the neck. Heavy silica setting powders cause a secondary optical failure. They appear flawless in daylight, but flash bright white under artificial studio strobes. Camera sensors interpret surface shimmer as sweat or grease. True photogenic luminosity must be achieved through dermal skin prep rather than topical glitter. High-definition video sensors expose unblended product texture sitting on top of the lipid barrier, making the application look heavy and artificial. Every artist must stress test their application with a real strobe flash during the trial run to prevent these optical failures on the wedding day. In the bridal market, chemical and optical reliability under a camera sensor is the ultimate metric of success. The typical wedding morning is a high-stress, chaotic environment. Planners, family, and photographers are all competing for space and time. The client is seeking the vendor who removes the most uncertainty from that morning chaos. Structure closes the sale. This requires a professional CRM, a rigid timeline, and a written contract. A documented trial process aligns expectations and establishes a technical baseline before the high-pressure environment of the wedding day. A minute-by-minute timeline guarantees schedule adherence. It protects the flow of the entire event and establishes the artist as an operational asset. Addressing emotional logistics in advance, such as protocols for crying or touch-up plans, serves as a powerful sales tool. Reassure the client by framing waterproofing as a structured logistical protocol. This moves the conversation from product features to emotional security. While artists focus on brushes and pigments, the bridal market actually purchases operational reassurance. A scalable bridal business relies on vendor referrals. Direct consumer marketing and social media algorithms are secondary drivers. Wedding planners and photographers function as the primary economic gatekeepers of this ecosystem. They possess exponentially more trust with the couple than a viral post. These vendors judge an artist by their ability to survive the physical friction and strict schedule of a 12-hour event. This chart shows the photographer's metric for referring an artist, the reduction of post-production retouching time. Optically sound makeup saves the photographer hours of labor. Aggressive timeline adherence prevents operational cascading failures that otherwise derail the planner's entire schedule. Building a referral loop requires delivering flawless work, tagging vendors properly, and requesting the final gallery for professional use. Becoming an operational asset to other vendors builds a scalable business. Relying on consumer algorithms is a volatile and unpredictable strategy. Securing bookings requires the specific shift toward risk management. The role of the creative artist is secondary to the role of the operational professional. Professionalism is built on 4 pillars: matching complexions accurately, surviving the chemical flash test, structuring morning logistics, and protecting vendor timelines. The artist who secures the booking is not the most talented one, but the one the bride is least afraid of.